Show. It's the Murder Master Music Show. It's the Murder Master Music Show. It's the Murder Master Music Show. Hip hop is dead, but we don't resurrect it. You follow what mainstream says, but here it gets rejected. If you wearing tight jeans, don't expect to get respected. I'm from a time where wearing black was always on your checklist. From a time where faggots get checked if they reckless. From a time where if you got too much shine, we snatch your necklace. This real shit here, Illuminati, fuck the industry. We represent the street and they respect our street ministries. Hate no shorts and cut the middleman, literally. This hip-hop savior, our birth scenes like nativity. This a place where no one sells out for relevability, and the masses can get a chance to explore more creativity. You gotta be kidding me. If you call that hip-hop, niggas with box shades and fluorescent flip-flop. We killing Big Brother, cause we know he watch. You don't like what I'm doing, then you can suck mine. And you don't Murder Master Music Show. It's the 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 Murder Master Music Show.
Well, Troy, how you doing?
What's happening? Oh, man, it's all good.
What's going on, real Troy?
What's happening? What's happening, fam? You good?
Yeah, good, man.
We're real good. I recently saw the interview you did, Willie D Live. It was a real dope interview. And I didn't know this, but you told me you put out a book. When did you drop your book? And what is it called?
The book is called How to Make $1 Million Out One Hit. The Heat of the Kitchen. It's called The Heat in the Kitchen, paraphrased as How to Make $1 Million Out One Hit record.
Wow.
So it's just a blueprint to anybody that's trying to be a rapper, artist, producer, manager, engineer. It's just a step-by-step guide to get you, into the game. You know what I'm saying? What you need to do to get you started. Yeah,
man. That's well, if anybody would know, it would be you, because what we were talking about earlier was, saying the fact that you're the first guy to put out Scarface back when he was DJ Action, and you put out all these groups like Mass 187. Then out of nowhere, you shocked the world, come out with an album yourself, and it goes like freaking double platinum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wow. I mean, your life really needs to be a film itself, because you've had many ups, many downs, many highs, many lows, and you're still doing things in 2016. What gives you this longevity, man? Because you've been doing it since the 80s.
Man, God for one, you know what I'm saying? And he just gave me the talent to produce and music for ear, the ear for music, and I changed with the times, you know what I'm saying? At the time, with the music, when it changed, if I don't like it, I just stay relevant, just hold back for a minute, then come back when it come back around, you know what I'm saying? Like some of the music that's out, I hate to say it, I love that they making money off their craft, but some of the music I can't stand. You know what I'm saying? It done went from being real music to the art done changed. You know what I'm saying? So I just find other ways to stay relevant in the game. Then when you make a good record like I did, Wanna Be a Baller, Shot Caller, they pay you for life.
Right.
I signed a good deal with Universal too, so I got paid. I get paid from when they play my record. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I would figure like "Wanna Be a Baller" is like a top 40 rap song almost, because they still play it. Like you would hear it on all the hip hop stations at least once, even if they just do throwbacks. That song will pop up. You know what I'm saying? And so did Universal came and got you after you already had that song out though, right?
Yeah. I sold like 50,000 copies, and they came and got me real quick. They came and got me real quick. But then I had so many of them already pressed up, so they let me go ahead and sell all mine out, and then they re-released it. So I made all that money before I even got with Universal. You feel me?
Yes. You didn't even need their money for real just to do what you was doing. You was already selling 50 out the trunk.
Yeah, I made about 350 before Universal.
It was almost like you was preparing yourself all those years prior for that moment because, you know, like I was saying, you've done all that stuff, and then '99, boom, here comes you.
Yeah.
And you're at the top of the charts. But let's go all the way back though, Troy. When did Shortstop Records? When did you initially start the label?
1988. I started the label, and I first put out the record with Scarface. We had a song called "I Started Small Time," Dope Gang, Cocaine, pushing rocks on the block. I never broke, man. He was 16 years old, and he was staying with me and my mom and stuff. And I put a record out on him and told him, put him in the studio, told him, make up some stuff, you know, talk about me, talk about my life. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what you see me doing around here. And he did, and this is history with Face. You know what I'm saying? And now he Face Mob, you know, one of the great lyricists ever now.
Yeah, he definitely is. I remember, you know, that cover was legendary too because at that time, here you guys are, you're sitting on a lack. You know, every one of you got guns. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for something down south, this was crazy. Even the Ghetto Boys hadn't done nothing like that at that time.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of reaction did you guys get from that record?
Oh, man, it was a lot of pushback with the record stores and the distributors. They wouldn't take it at first, so I just went to the streets and sold it independently, all in the streets, you know what I'm saying, and put it in the record store on consignment. But the cover was selling the record for people who was even hearing the record at the time. People was buying the cassette tapes and the 12-inch album just by the cover, you know what I'm saying, because they feel like there was a live cover to them to see all of us with guns. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you said
that because I tell people all the time I used to literally buy albums because of how they look sometimes. Like, man, this shit might be dope. You know what I'm saying? I've said it on the show several times, and I'm like, man, I got to get this shit. Yeah, man, I used to just look at the shit and be like, I got to get. Like, I remember waiting at the store just to get an album. Never heard they song or nothing. And back then, it was more times I got shit that I liked to hear off of what I wanted to, what I was looking at, as opposed to like it looked a certain way and it was something different. You see what I'm saying? Like nowadays it's different. Like it looked one way, but it's a different way. You know what I mean?
People don't buy.
We seen y'all shit. We knew what it was.
Yeah, they don't buy music for the covers no more. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that might be dope, that might be live. But back then, that's how it went though. You know, that's how we thought the music was jamming by the cover.
That you put out this record, it's doing good in the streets, you know, building a buzz. How did you know what I'm saying, you and Jay Prince come to terms with Scarface going from Shortstop to Rap-A-Lot?
Well, Jay had needed a new person for the Ghetto Boys, right? And he came to me and asked me, could he get Face, you know, make him a member of the Ghetto Boy. And he told me he'll give me distribution or whatever I need, you know what I'm saying, he'll look out for me. And I told him, man, go ahead, Jay. I'm making so much money in the streets. I was selling so much weight, work in the streets. I wasn't really worrying about that at the time, you know. So he went on and got Face. And next thing you know, they blew up. And I was still just right there doing me, you know what I'm saying? You know, making money still, you know. Rap Gang was really new to everybody, you know what I'm saying, the business of it. And Jay made it work, you know what I'm saying? So I commend them. They made it work, and they just let me know that I was really on the right track because they took the same song I done and put it right back out. So Scarf on the Ghetto Boy there, they put that I started Small Time Dope Gang Cocaine. They put the same song, same beat, then they right back out. So that let me know you got it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
We went
I
from
mean,
there.
coming up with the show, and Reddy Red was saying, you know what I'm saying, that he ought to just adopt the name Scarface. at the time. He was still called
Yeah.
DJ Axton when he first was a Ghetto Boy. He's like, you got the record, you might as well just, And Red was already cutting Scarface samples. You know what I'm saying? Is that what made you guys want to do that record from what Red did on the Making Trouble album?
No, we did that first.
Oh, you did that before the Making Trouble.
All the different cuts and stuff was on my record too. They just added more. Don't fuck with me and all that. They just added more to it. They got the blueprint exactly from me. Word for word.
I mean the Balls of My Word track that Red did.
Yeah, they put that. They added that part, but we still had a lot of the stuff on ours too. They just enhanced it a little more. That's it. When you get somebody to draw a picture and it's almost there, and you can just erase a little part and then and make a nose look a little different to make it a little better. That's all they done. They didn't take them from scratch. They didn't just come up with
the
that.
Scarface record itself. Yeah. I know about that. What I'm talking about though, prior to that, Reddy Red on the first Ghetto Boys Making Trouble, he did the Balls of My Word, where he first sampled Tony Montana.
Okay.
Did you guys get influence from that to do the Scarface record, or did Action at the time get influence from that, or was it the movie?
No, it was a movie. It was more from the movie we were looking at and stuff. Because everybody, we were selling so much work at the time. That's what we was all thinking about. We were D-boys, and then Face them when I was like 16 years old.
Right.
We was out there living the life.
Yeah, so he was pretty much talking about you said, at that time.
The whole, and you say Little Mike grab a piece, pick him out. That's my little brother that's doing 2 Life Sentences right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, the song is about me.
Yeah.
Face wasn't
That's
doing none of that.
Crazy.
He was living my life. Yeah.
And here you are, I'm saying, years later, multi-platinum, you're an author. You know what I'm saying? Now, you and Face, for years, wasn't getting along. I was happy to find out that you guys had squashed the beef. When exactly did you guys say, you know what, fuck it, let's get along?
Man, when Face, that's my people now. It always have been. It really was more other people, entities around him made him beef with me. It wasn't that so much Face didn't like me, but when you with another entity and they can't control me, then the best way they can try to come at me is to make Face talk about me. You know what I'm saying? So Jay could never control me at all. Period. He never had no grip on me. He never had his hands in my pockets. He never got no money off me no kind of way. And everybody knows Jay want to try to have some kind of control over you, money-wise or, whatever. I never let that happen. So I'm my own man. He's his own man, and he knew me from the streets already. So it couldn't just go down like that. So they made up this big thing that I'm a snitch and let's talk about Troy and all this bullshit. And the way you bring a person down is try to kill his character, assassinate his character. But it didn't work. They tried. They did a good job. I still made money.
It's a good thing that you guys, not only for Houston, but just for music in general, it's a good thing that you guys are cool. I'd love to see another Scarface and Little Troy record.
We talk every week. We talk once or twice, almost every week or every other week. Me and him talk since he independently now. The man is so happy. I need to call him. He's so happy. He's doing great now. That I just put out a collector item of a 45-inch record on that song that we did back in the day. A collective item. You don't see no 45. You might see a 12-inch.
No,
45.
Yeah, I see 45 since the 80s, man. Shit.
Okay, well, I just put out a collector's item, a 45-inch record.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where can we get this at if we want to get this?
You can get it So Soft down here. They have it. You know what I'm saying? They got copies of it and stuff. That's one of the main distributors. Yeah. Randy over there, they got it. Or they get it. You know, Face, he's doing good now, man. He independently, the money he split is splendid now. You know what I'm saying? By being independent.
Right.
He looks a lot happier.
Sure.
He looks like he's doing good. He's lost a lot of weight. He looks healthier. You know, so yeah, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
We talking about collaborating with him and my son T2. You know what I'm saying? So we think about, you know, him and Face doing some music together. You know what I'm saying? We all produce a song and all that. Cause Face like my son, and so we think about doing something together.
Oh, so you got a son that's rapping?
Oh man, I had a son that's off the chain. Universal trying to sign him for he went to prison. That was when he was 16, 17 years old. Then he went to prison. So when he got out, you know, now he back at it.
I remember him. I reviewed one of his albums in the Murder Dog. I think the first project, where he had the Pac-Man beat and all that on there.
Yeah, the Pac-Man beat. Yeah. He with the prison, man. He did the whole 8. They gave him 8 years. He did the whole 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. He's home now, though?
Yeah, he's home now. He ain't in the studio.
Yeah, I'm glad he's home, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Glad he made it. He made it back.
Yeah. But then we come home, the music started changing. You know,
right?
It's a big change. I was gonna ask you though, like, what's your thoughts on K Reno out of Houston though?
Oh man, K Reno lives.
Like, why y'all never sign K Reno? Did you ever try to sign K Reno to shortstop anything?
K Reno daddy had them all whole time. You know what I'm saying? I know his daddy. You know what I'm saying? So his daddy was doing the business when I started already. His dad was already doing it.
Yeah, shout out to LV.
Yeah, I mean, he been doing it already. So his daddy was in control of that. But I give a lot of props to K Reno.
Yeah, he put out
right now
record in '87 or something.
Yeah, he's still doing it right now today.
Yeah,
he just dropped 7 albums in one day.
Yeah, I seen that.
On one day.
Amazing.
That's amazing, ain't it? That's crazy.
No one's ever
done
that.
All of them tight as a motherfucker too. All the motherfuckers bumping.
And he's saying something. He's talking about something.
Yeah.
He's not mumbling.
Yeah, he damn sure ain't mumbling. Fuck no more. We be putting K Reno up against when I hear these young cats always talking about who the tightest and this and that. I said I got somebody that's older than me that'll kill all of these motherfuckers.
Yes.
All of them on some straight rap shit. Yep. K Reno is like one of the greatest, and I'm glad he always came out unscathed because shit, that boy tongue is vicious on that rap shit.
Yes. What's up, K Reno?
Hey, Troy. This is Brandon Patrick, man. I'm up here in Pittsburgh. One thing about Texas, man, you guys got a lot of great artists, and unfortunately, a lot of legends from your city have passed away. Got Pat and Hawk, and of course Pimp C, and even Wicked Cricket was big in our area. And y'all just recently lost Mr. 3-2. I know you've worked with him in the past. Can you give us a little idea of what your relationship was with him and what he meant to the city?
Well, we're going to go back to Fat Pat and Hawk. First of all, both of them, we grew up in the same apartments. They grew up in apartments with me. We grew up in the same apartments. Fat Pat and Hawk did. So that's how I know them. I know them when they was young. And they both was on Wanna Be a Baller. And for both of them to pass off Wanna Be a Baller, and then also my little cousin, Lil Will, that's my first cousin. So there's 3 guys that's on Wanna Be a Baller that was with me that passed away. Mm-hmm. Then you got 3-2. He was with me when he was in high school with Face and them, was all in high school together. Def Jam Blaster, they was all with me. They in high school. I just had to go in and talk to their mom to go out of town to go do shows and everything. So 3-2 was one of the great, man, when he go and feature on somebody's record, he known to kill them on their own record.
He kill them, don't he?
Kill them.
He kill them. Yeah. Yes. He was a song killer.
Yes, he's a song killer. And he's actually on my album on Sitting Fat Down South that Universal had. He was the first song called Locked in the Game. It's on my album.
Yeah.
But it was a sample, so Universal didn't want to pay for the sample, so we didn't use it on my album. But when I put it out with the copies I sold, everybody know it. Locked in the Game, 3-2, killed it. The whole song by himself.
Yeah, I just sent that song to Scott earlier, man, because I was listening to it. Man. Every time we got guests, I was bumping shit a little bit, getting the mood for the show. You know what I mean? And that was one
Locked
of the
in the Game.
Yeah, that was one of the tracks
3-2.
I thought of. That was a great track, man. Great track.
Yeah.
The 3-2 though, man.
Yeah, you know, all these people, all these guys, young rappers around there that passed, they was like geniuses, really, with the music, and just got killed or died, man. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that they couldn't see, you know, be around for longevity and really get all their full potential out. You know what I'm saying? Because like Fat Pat, we was jamming Fat Pat, but after he died, they really made Fat Pat blow up and Hawk blow up. You know, Hawk was working as a insurance man when he was on doing the music and stuff, right? I went to Hawk and told Hawk, say, man, look, I got shows for the next 6 months, man. This is what I can pay you per night. If you want to go on the road with me, man, I can take you on the road. Make sure you got some money. He say, man, let me go to my job tomorrow and talk to my job, man. I'm going to call you tomorrow. He went to his job and told me he needed to leave it absent. He got to leave it absent and went on the road with me and got paid. Had so much fun. He would tell everybody, say, man, on the road, little Troy, man, we're going to have some fun. We're going to make some money. It be on point. It be everything set up right. I mean, he just loved it, man. I mean, it made his day. It made his day. You know, that really made him want to do music even more by going on the road with me, because they were just doing mixtapes and just underground mixtapes and stuff like that at first. When I took him on the road with me and I put him in the video and had him do his brother part in the video.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope as hell too.
Yeah.
I straight bought that album because of that song though. Like they had been playing the song where I had just moved to St. Louis and they playing the shit out that motherfucker, and I was like, man, when this motherfucker come out, I got to get this shit here.
And then what y'all don't know is Fat Pat was dead when I put him on the song. I took him off another song he had rapped and did for me and put him on Wanna Be a Baller. He didn't rap to that song.
Wow.
So that verse is from a whole different session.
From a whole nother song that I had for Mass 187. He went and did a song with Mass 187. And once Fat Pat died, I took him off Mass 187 album and put him on my album on Wanna Be a Baller.
And that shit fit perfect.
Yeah. I had a time fuck we had to do fuck. This was time out. I can't even think of what I had to do to the motherfucker. Fuck. It's time compressed his voice and stuff to fit the record.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? It's those guys you mentioned. I mean, their legacy still lives on today.
Yeah.
And what we got to do is we got to remember them, and you know what I'm saying, we got to keep the legacies alive. I got a caller from France, this the homie Sin. He wants to ask you a question, Troy. Sin, how you doing, buddy? All the way in France. What's up, Sin?
Hi, Scott. Hi, McJay. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Lil Troy.
What up, Sin?
Yes.
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Tell us about your group, yes, Max 187, and the classic G-Funk album you did, Will Choose Pagan Jews, and the Kansas City Gamble Funk you had at this time, because Kansas City has its own identity, you know, and mix it with the Houston, Texas sound, and I know Metadog, but a lot of Kansas City stuff and your album too in front of you. You know, tell us about this album and your group about.
Well, I was my lawyer was from Kansas City, right? And I was dealing with my lawyer, and he had some nephews, and they was from Kansas City. He was just telling me about them. and one of his nephews live here in Houston. And we got together, was talking and stuff, and I heard some music they was trying to put together, and I'm like, hell, if they lawyer ain't gonna let me sign nothing bad. He ain't gonna do no bad deal with me, especially if I got his nephews with me. So I got one of his nephews to put the group together, Mass 187. And next thing you know, we walked it in and got a deal off of it. You know what I'm saying? I put it out in the streets, they liked it. Then I went and got the deal off of it. I knew right then when my lawyer told me to look, rappers are commodities. Don't fall in love with them. You get them, sell them off, make more money, keep going. Don't fall in love. When he told me that, I mean, he was like on my side. Even though I'm dealing with his nephews, but he was telling me, he just schooled me so much about the music business, and he also did a deal with me with Universal and made sure I signed a hell of a deal. So I love that dude for that, Warren Hamilton. But Mass 187, they, you know, when I got them down here in Houston went on no gang shit. Mass 187 was Crip City. So they were Crips, and they represented it tough. They meant it. And so when I got them down here in Houston, I'm like, man, I'm a G, man. I'm a G, but I don't play that gang shit. Come on, man, y'all get off that gang shit down there. Let's make some money. But they couldn't at the time. Houston wasn't ready for a Mass 187 because it was like too gang related. You know what I'm saying? Here in Houston, and we was more about being players and making money here in Houston. But they broke through a little bit.
Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, I love Crooked City. I mean, you had the I Got Five on a Beat at the end with Fat Pat and everybody. Yeah. I mean, it was a posse track. Yeah. I mean, it was real dope. I mean, the whole album to me it was just phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Was that the last album they did on Shortstop, or did they have another one after that?
No, that's all two they did on Real Truth, Playing Dudes, and Crooked City.
And then the other one probably came out on their own. Okay, that was such a dope album right there. Why do you think it got slept on? Because I mean, it was one of the hardest albums out in the Midwest.
Before its time, they was before their time down south around there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we would have dropped it down in California or somewhere and around there and pushed it real hard down there. It might have been better. But see, at the time, KC, Kansas City wasn't playing no rap music on the radio down there like that.
Yeah.
They wasn't playing no bunch of rap music, you know what I'm saying? So we couldn't get and then they were so blood and Crips in Kansas City that we go to the club, you got the Bloods on one side of the club and the Crips on one side of the club, and they dance in the middle, and that song go off, they all back on their own side. They was flexing so hard. I was like, man, y'all, it's tripping me out. I went down to Kansas City and see how they was living. I'm like, man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all better move to Houston so I get some of this money. That's what I think it was. It was like they was too hard like then for their time. Everybody want to be a killer.
Every song, you know what I'm saying, put your lokes on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Gangsta funk and, the dudes was, I mean, he was hella talented, though, Man. Do you ever hear from them today? Are they still around?
Well, yeah, I talk to them every other week. Fred,
we gotta have a Mass 187 show, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. We'll bring them on the show.
I can hook it up for you. I can call Fred, and he know how to get in touch with Lil Man and Bub. I talk to Bub, but I talk to Fred all the time. That's Brew on the album. His name Brew. That's who I talk to all the time right now. Still.
Oh hell yeah. We love that. You know, if you look at our archive, it's just full of guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we interviewed Goldie from the Dangerous Crew. He hasn't put out an album in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to interview all these guys from way back then. So we'd love to have Mass 187 on the show.
Because all these stories important, man, to the game, man. Like they saying these kids don't know. Well, shit, these people's stories is important, man. Exactly.
You know, you had
it's like they trying to shut y'all all out of that shit.
We was in the barber shop.
That's what it made me feel like.
Some little youngsters in there, and somebody said, you know what that is? They were pointing at me. They said, nah. You know that song, Lil Troy? No. They say, what? Little dude, get out here. You ain't going to get no haircut today because you don't know who Lil Troy is. You know what I'm saying? and they all just know all the new Young Thugs and Panthers and shit. So it was like they told the little dude they weren't gonna cut his hair until you go learn one real baller.
Yeah,
that's
word. He
came on.
Yeah.
Right before you called in, that's what I was telling these guys. Was when we heard "Want to Be a Baller" up here in Pittsburgh, like the only other Texas stuff we knew was Scarface. We never really knew anybody up here. And then once you came out with that, and you had a bunch of other people on the track, we started digging in, and you know, we loved that sound, man, and that's what. And I told them, like, by the time 2005 came and Texas blew up, you had Chameleon and all them, we already knew all the guys, man. You know what I mean? But your song, that's what made us love Texas up here. And
I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we looked at you as a pioneer up here, like, you know, and you really are too. But I'm saying,
you go back.
Out.
You know what I'm saying? All the way.
You're on that short. Yeah, you're on the short list to us, like as people that introduced us to that whole region down there, man.
Well, I appreciate what y'all saying, you know, and trying to keep the real culture and what really went on alive. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a couple of people that done wrote books and documentaries, and they almost put me in it. Like I ain't never did nothing down south. And I be like, how in the world you just did a documentary or you wrote a book and you don't say nothing about Lil Troy in the book? That means you didn't did your real due diligence on reporting what the real history is.
I agree.
And you know what's crazy? What's crazy about what you say about that is it happened all over the board of hip hop. Not even like Houston and everywhere else. They always try to write out the forefathers in every city. You go to Memphis, they don't tell you about Gangsta Pat. He was the first cat down there really doing that shit. They're gonna tell you about 8Ball and MJG and 3-6 Mafia.
Even Poison Clan.
They're gonna tell you about the guys that. Yeah, they're not going to tell you about who set the platform to build the stepping stones for cats to make it, man. And that's why we do what we do over here. It's important for that shit.
And you have one of the most recognizable, memorable songs ever in hip-hop.
They still play that shit. You could probably walk into Walmart or something and they might be playing that shit.
Man.
Or you on an airplane or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them songs. Like, they always play that song.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
People made mixtapes, like burn CDs with just random songs on it. That "Wanna Be a Baller" was on so many mixed CDs. Like, I think I had a track on like 5.
Yeah, like.
I mean, that's
chopped and screwed, all kinds of variations. You know what I'm saying? But then again, going all the way back, you're the guy who first put out one of the most prolific rappers in the history of hip-hop. Not just Houston, but hip-hop. I mean, let's be real. Faze has touched all corners and all sides of the hip-hop community. To working with Kool G Rap, to being president of Def Jam South, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you was the first guy to really discover him and put him out, man. How does that make you feel, knowing that you contributed in that way as well?
I'm going to tell you something. What really made me know that I really did a big contributor to hip-hop in Houston when I seen the NWA movie. I was Eazy-E. Me and Eazy-E done did a couple shows together. When I was with him when he first made Bone Thugs and Harmony in Chicago, in Cleveland. I was being in Cleveland hustling. So me and Green hooked me and Eazy up. Me and Green from the radio station here used to be at 979 back in the day. Me and Green. He hooked me and Eazy up. So I got on the show with Eazy in Cleveland. So I was down there. I already knew Bone them. So Bone them went and talked to Eazy. Eazy asked me about them and stuff. And next thing you know, that's how they got signed. We was all on the same show down there. And then when I seen the biopic, how they did everything, I'm like, that's the same thing I did with Faze and all my little groups around there. I was doing the exact same thing. You know, some people get a better break than others. Yep, they just got a better break than I did. Yeah.
So Troy, not to cut you off, you're saying, okay, I remember when Bone came out, they said that they went out to L.A. and Eazy's like, I got a show in Cleveland in a few weeks. I'll see you there. Were you at that show in Cleveland?
I was at that show.
That's the one. Okay, that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's historical. Where the hell haven't you been in the history of rap, man? You popping up everywhere.
Exactly.
Like the fucking gnome, the gnome of hip hop.
They used to have,
Jesus.
They used to have a bone on their tape, and they tape used to be yellow and red and different shit like that. They had they tape different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They cassette tapes. Yeah.
Because that's the show where they really they rapped for Easy, and they got the deal and got signed, and wow, that's amazing.
I was there. Mhm.
So, you said you were performing yourself?
No, I had a group performing. I was out there hustling, and I just brought my group down there to perform too. Cause me and Green set it up.
That's 187.
Yeah, Mean Green. Shout out to Mean Green.
Yeah, no, I had a group called A&M.
Oh, okay.
That was with Mike D. Mike D from Spiro Click. He was in that group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So you
go back.
Yeah, that's.
I was down there getting money.
That
I was down there getting money. I was in Cleveland getting money.
I'd say so, man. You know what I'm saying? That's historical right there. Man, I didn't even know that. I'm glad we were able to touch on that as well. What about you know what I'm saying? You're rapping now. You got an album in the works or anything of that nature?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. My son, everybody around me, everybody want me to do an album. Fans be calling, hitting me up, and asking me to do another record, come on back. I just done fell out of love with it, with how the game changed so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I come up when I was able to go and sell, make $400-500 a day just in CDs, ride around in my car. So now the person you make a CD, they want you to give a CD away. You feel me? People don't want to buy a CD no more. They just want to go download it, upload it or something or whatever, and get it for free. So if I go and spend my money and putting a CD together, I want to get paid for it before you get it for free. So my game changed so much, you know what I'm saying? That was my hustle because I'm a hustler. So every day I left the house with no money because I'm going to take me a box of CDs. I'm going to sell me a box of CDs to the stores, at the car wash, the beauty shops, the barber shops, the store, everywhere I go, I'm going to pull me a CD out and sell it to somebody and make some money. You can't do that no more. That hustle there is gone. Nowadays, you got to put 3 CDs and 3 DVDs in one box case to sell somebody for $5.
Yeah, MC Shan was on in the same stuff. A couple weeks ago, he came on. He was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
don't want to play anymore, man.
Yeah, I make money. I still make money. I succeeded at what I tried to do, so I didn't mind quitting. Quitting ain't the same once you never had some success versus quitting and you never had no success. You feel me?
Right.
So I don't feel like I'm a quitter.
No.
I went platinum.
No,
I went double platinum.
A lot.
So once I went double platinum, I'm like, hey, I succeeded in life, so I'm good. On to the next chapter now. They got to pay me the rest of my life on this music right here.
Yeah.
And the deal that I signed with Universal, I still get paid real good.
Well, that's important. Man. I'm glad you do because so many artists, Troy, they don't get shit. Like, for example, we're cool with the homie Fresh Kid Ice. We had him on the show, and you know what I'm saying, some of them guys can't even say the name no more. Speaking of Two Live Crew, Mr. Mix, you did a lot of stuff with Mr. Mix back in the day. What's your relationship like with him?
Man, Mr. Mix lived at my house with me. Mr. Mix when he come down to Houston, he come stay at the house with me. We done several songs. He did the Pac-Man song. Matter of fact, he did the Pac-Man joint for my son.
That's the one that Flippery did or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah, but
Mix originally came up with that.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, and he did like 3 songs on my album that came out through Koch. My second album I put out through Koch when I went and got me a better deal on my second album. I got a 60-40 distribution deal. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to get 6% of the dollar now. Yeah, right. So we put the album out through Koch Records. They come out September 11, 2011. So you know what happened on that day, right? World Trade Center got hit. So that killed everybody's music, everybody's albums for the next 2-3 years. Nobody make no money. So I didn't make no money off that album. But I got paid up front, a nice little chunk of money up front, and with a 60-40 deal. So I'm finna make a bunch of money on the back end. But when the album came out September 11th, it killed me. It killed my album, killed Jay-Z album, it killed somebody on the West Coast. It was about 4 or 5 of us all came out the same day. And it killed our albums.
How did you meet Mr. Mix?
I did shows with him back in the day. We was all independent. When they was out with Luke and everybody, I did shows with him back in the day with Scarface. And I used to go, I went and picked them up and brought them to shows and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we always just kept in touch over the years. I always kept in touch. We'd see each other at a show somewhere and, you know, just create a bond. And we just, stay tight.
That's your guy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When he come to town, I'm looking out for him. You know what I'm saying? And probably vice versa. You go out that way,
Yeah, but unfortunately, I hate the situation how they got in though, cause Joe, the dude that owned them, he owned the name. They can't even use their own name. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's crazy that they created the name, made the name, and now they can't use the name, which I think is sort of fucked up. You know, I talked to First Kid, I talked to Mix and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know the whole situation about everything. You know, but I just hate how they got done with their name.
Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah, because they should be right now. Like I tell Chris all the time, all 4 of them dudes should be touring the globe together and doing an album together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't put out an album together, all 4 members since '91.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All them dudes.
And they made history. They made history.
Right.
Mix, you know what's crazy? Mix is from Cali, and DJ Ready Red is from Trenton, New Jersey, and somehow the 2 of those guys came together and pretty much gave the South the signature sound that they have.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to give it up to those guys, man.
Yeah, Mr. Mix
definitely.
Mr. Mix used to do all the 2 Live Crew music. Every track that was on the album was done by Mr. Mix.
Going gold out of the back of Luther Campbell's mother's house. You know what I'm saying? Manufacturing. No one ever even heard of that. 2 Live is what we are gold out of the back of his mom's house. And now that needs a fucking movie. I'm sorry. Yeah. NWA did amazing things, but 2 Live Crew.
They were right now. Movie written and told by First Kid, they are just waiting to see if somebody's gonna pick it up and do it. Yeah, it's been written and everything.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely.
I remember Luke was talking about that. He was ready to do a movie and shit.
Oh yeah. You know,
they stories need to be told. Period, man. The gang of stories, man.
And
what about
USA?
Yeah, banned in the USA. They fought to the Supreme Court.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So it need to be seen. It need to be shown.
Yeah. It's history. You look at all the old, just about everybody in 1989, 1990, you look at the inside credits of the album cover, they were all saying, you know what I'm saying, props to 2 Live Crew for standing up for freedom of speech. And, you know, it really took, you know what I'm saying, the brunt of all that. I mean, Ice-T got hit, the Ghetto Boys got hit, of course, you know what I'm saying, Too Short, but 2 Live Crew took the brunt of that. And now here we are today, 2016, in the most sensitive society the world has ever seen. You can't say anything without somebody getting offended by something nowadays. But these guys fought for our freedom to say whatever the fuck we want.
Say what we want to say.
Yeah. Most definitely. Well, Troy, if people want to, you know what I'm saying, get at you for whatever, bookings or features or they get your book, what's the best way they can reach you, Troy?
Man, they got my Facebook, man. I check it. It run by me. My Facebook page or my Instagram, Lil Troy OG. Hit me up, DM me or something or whatever, or they can call me at 281-645-0775. That's 281-645-0775.
And please, people, serious inquiries only. Don't bother the man. You know what I'm saying?
I get it all the time because I had this number so long, and people call and stuff, and you know, if it ain't something I want to talk about, something they bullshitting or whatever, I tell them, I ain't got time for that. I'll talk to you later, all right? And I get off the phone. But I will give them the time of the day to talk and see if it's about something first.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, hey, Troy,
that's that real shit though. Right. That's that real shit though. Like at least a motherfucker will see what's good. Oh, he bullshitting. Hang up. Click.
Yeah.
Off my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and nowadays with your phone, you can put them on do not disturb. Back in the day, a motherfucker could keep calling.
Yeah.
So like, you know your game cold when you can put your girl on do not disturb. Either that, it'll fuck you up, shit.
Yeah.
Blame it on somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? But Troy, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. You're welcome here anytime. Just stay in touch with us, please, man. And you know what I'm saying? I look forward to having you back on the show.
Like, cause we got to get Mass 187 on here, Fred.
Yeah.
We got to do that one.
Definitely got to get
That'd
Mass
be dope.
187 on there. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
make that happen.
I appreciate that, Troy. I really do,
right.
man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks again for coming on the show. And, man, much success to you in 2017, man. Let's have you back on again.
Appreciate it. All right. Bet.